see the smile, you see the strength, you see me handling everything, but you don't see the math I do before I say what's true. Every word measured, every feeling weighed, every room reminding me how much space I'm allowed to take. Yeah, this is what it feels like in this skin. To soften every sentence before they call the truth a threat. Turn frustration into patience, swallow words I haven't spoken yet. I can fix what everybody breaks, carry weight nobody ever sees. But the moment that I say I'm tired, suddenly the problem could be me. So I smile, keep it polished, keep my feelings off the table, make impossible look easy, just to prove that I am capable. But sometimes being strong feels like another cage, when everybody gets emotions but mine have to behave. If I'm quiet, I'm disconnected. If I speak, I'm too direct. If I stand firm, it's an attitude. If I bend, I lose respect. Tell me, where exactly am I supposed to exist when every version of myself gets rewritten through your lens? Try living one day in this skin, walking in the room already wondering how you'll fit in, being twice as careful just to say what others say, holding back the thunder so nobody feels afraid. I'm not angry, I'm not bitter, I'm just tired of growing smaller so the room can feel much bigger. You see strength, but you don't see what it costs within. Try living one day in this skin. I know the look behind the silence, I know the smile that doesn't reach the eyes. I know when something feels different, even when nobody says exactly why. So I tread light across the floorboards, read the room before I breathe, wonder if the same exact words would sound different coming from somebody else but me. And I hate that I even have to wonder, was I firm or was I too much? Was I honest or emotion go? Was I confident enough to lead but not intimidate? Speak but never raise the stakes. Lord knows I've mastered balancing on lines I didn't make. If I'm quiet, I'm disconnected. If I speak, I'm too direct. If I stand firm, it's an attitude. If I bend, I lose respect. But I'm done asking permission to exist without the events. I shouldn't have to disappear to make somebody comfortable in my presence. Try living one day in this skin, walking in the room already wondering how you fit in, being twice as careful just to say what others say, holding back the thunder so nobody feels afraid. I'm not angry, I'm not bitter, I'm just tired of growing smaller so the room can feel much bigger. You see strength, but you don't see what it costs within. Try living one day in this skin. I'm not your stereotype, not the story in your head, not aggressive for expressing what another person freely said. I don't owe you softer edges just to make my truth go down. I can carry grace and boundaries, I can wear both like a crown. I can be tired and still be strong, I can be frustrated and still belong. I can say this isn't working without becoming something wrong. My voice is not a weapon, my confidence is not a sin, and I will not keep apologizing for the woman in this skin. Do you know how heavy it gets being the strong one every day, watching every word, every tone, every face, every space, wondering who gets to be human and who has to be perfect. I've been perfect long enough, so come live one day in this skin. Feel the way beneath the beauty and the fire beneath the soul strength. Now you're gonna see the woman living within. No more hiding, no more asking. I belong in this skin. I won't make myself smaller to make the room feel safe. I won't silence my truth, so somebody else can name me grace. I've carried enough, I've proven enough. I know exactly who I am, and I'm finally learning there is power in this skin. In this skin.